Good afternoon, everyone in South Sudan and around the world. Today, my message is simple. I want to highlight two important aspects. First, I greet all my attention, greeting to all communities of Nuer in South Sudan and outside South Sudan, and my greeting to all the attention of all the Dinka and all tribe in South Sudan. First, let's highlight the very important aspects of our people. I keep talking in the YouTube to highlight it, and people could benefit from it because we've been hours being in the bush with SPLM, since my teen. I was when I was 10 years old. So the rest of my teen starting in SPLM from 11 to the rest of my life. I was with SPLM. So I learned a critical way of our government and our history. There's good people and those who have been causing the trouble. I know each one by name. But what I will say, when the people fight, sometimes misunderstanding can destroy the country. Or if people fight, sometimes the rights others were saying and wrong that what others were saying. I say this to you because if we go back to the history, and I always repeating, is not like to cause any problem, but to see the root cause. Sometimes it can heal the people. People must point their finger to personality. Nuer, I say Dinka. Dinka is their problem because the more the Western in the country, Western Nuer in the country, who are in Australia, Canada, or here in US, and some in Europe, they are saying Dinka is their problem. And I say to one of my colleagues, I say the language you guys use it, you cannot get even any penny, any single dime from any white man or any Arab world or any African country. The way the Nuer are preaching the message, they are saying Dinka. And I say, if you guys going to continue saying Dinka is your problem, then you're going to get no dime or any bullet you guys want to do. I said, you're going to go back to North Sudan, because North Sudan, they want to destroy South Sudan, and that goal, to continue to have a petroleum that it used to have in North. So Northern are not really want to please South Sudan. They are want to destroy South Sudan for their common goal, common interest. I'm saying today this because Nuer are pushing wrong message. You guys know the history. Or for those who don't know history, Nuer mostly identifies two things. Most Nuer are always like a simple people. They always attracted to negativities, and they always follow. But in the middle, when people start to really negotiate and talk and realize each other, they start to know the right choice. If you see when John Garang, when the movement started in 1983, when people broke away, we fought each other. More Nuer, who was under Anyanya too, led by a quarter team, is a Denga. Someone guided, someone guided was Nuer. Adala Chol was Nuer. And so Kong Chol was Nuer. And most who was in Anyanya too was Nuer. In military was Nuer. And people started to talk each other, and there was, there was allied with enemy, and then people started to convince them, and with a war, a quarter attempt die in the war, guy to die in the war fighting with SPLM, and the rest, like Adala Chol die with the war, wishing the SPLA, fighting, because these Southerners, we used to consider them as a militant of government of Khartoum, because government of Khartoum was using them, give them ammunition to kill our people, especially those who come as a trainee, like going to training, because Ethiopia used to be our, headquarters, especially in the new area, like Bilfam, it used to be our headquarters, so of the SPLA. So when people come from other side, like Barkazal, or from Pariang, or from Jonglei area, the Dinka of Jonglei South, when they come, they used to have a problem in the road, because Anyanya too, they used to threat people. Sometimes if they don't kill you, they don't kill people, they collect the whole good stuff from those people, and that people has been used to, and people used to carry themselves, and the local of the population has been educated, let us know the problem, if the people come, let us know where they are, to avoid them. And people start to come, even people die on the road, people didn't stop for that, and our movement became strong. And then we were still fighting those militants. I'm not saying the movement was perfect, but misunderstanding was there under Anyanya 2 conveying to all the civil society of Nuer, because they were saying, Denka, coming to occupy your land, and they don't want to go, and people didn't understand actually. So when the war intensified in South Sudan, most people of elders of Nuer start to know, because William Nwanba started to convey really a strong message to Nuer, especially in Nuer language, and they start to know the reality, and then the war minimized from the militant, from Anyanya 2, and then civilians didn't like them. If they come, the civilian always call SPLA, they come, they are here location. And these people didn't have room in South Sudan. They start to run, and they run, and the South Sudan become intensified of war, and then Anyanya 2 didn't have really room. So Anyanya 2 accepted the SPLM decision that we can unify, we can fight our common enemy. So this is a reality. So when 91 came, Dr. Lema called, I think, mislead Dr. Riek, and they broke away in 91, declaring that the faction that they say John Graham was wrong, was leading the country. to wrong direction. They want to intensify the war like that, and people are tired. And when Dr. Rie went to Khartoum, the peace agreement that he was saying in his mass, Jalapa didn't accept it. They disarmed the Dr. Riek and his bodyguard and all the Southern Sudanese that was under that faction. They killed Arangathon with others Northerners, and Lemakol with that helicopter. They killed Arangathon and another senior of the government. And then Rimacha become, a second target that they can kill him. So Rimacha come back to Nairobi and didn't go back to North Sudan. And then Nastavan, tried to convene Riek to come, and a lot of people, and he accepted the peace and become a third person in the meeting, in the convention of in a meeting of the gathering of the high command of the SPLM, commander of SPLM, like 5 people. So in Rumbek, so Riek violent, like a force of violence, is not a solution for the conflicts. People are talking, peace come. But peace come and wants to be conveyed to those in the countryside, those who don't know Arabic or don't know English. People need to go there, especially Nuer need to go. People need to go to Nuer land and talk about the peace, how peace is going to be implemented. What was the problem? What was the root cause? We knew we fought each other for a long time. Before we didn't have a government, we fought each other. So now, if we have government, we must to organize our people. We still have children now still born in a traditional way. They don't have hospital or any primary care in South Sudan. People still now have a little bit problem in that section. But now, if we have country, we have doctors now. They support to organize, the facilities for such cares. So war, those who are preaching war, that they are saying they didn't, the war didn't finish yet. I call the war finished already. And I say, if they want to point their finger, those who are still have hatred in their heart, let us focus. Hey, Sulfur is the only person who have destroyed the country. Let us say Sulfur is the one who trained people secretly. Nobody know. Himself and maybe few others who trained like 3,000 presidential guards. And we think that when they had been incorporated into the South Sudan forces, the problem already arose. So even Nuer was 75% in the army, we was one. We was one. There's no way Nuer can withdraw the government, which we fought for, and they say they're going to rule. So the tertib is there. The law is there. 5 years is there. We have democratic way, not by the constitution of South Sudan now, but before, when our people rule themselves, without any formal government or present government. We use our freedom. We don't have any constitution on that, and a man can be detained in a jail. One mistake, people talk to them and they can compensate if the big problem come. Sometimes war come if people don't understand each other. So we're going to believe all those stuff. We need to eradicate, focus on the reality which we have been through, which is our objective, and let us forgive each other, because there is no other option that can bring the violent, which is past violent, which is kill all people. Whether it's 91, when all Nuer and Denka of Jonglei, like a flood, when now Nuer again destroyed most of the Upper Dang, and say they are avenging, destroying the Bor, the capital, and those who are Nuer have been killed in Juba. Those all elements that has been wasting ourselves, the Juba problem, Jonglei problem, Upper Nile problem, like Malakal, Bentiu problem, people die. And I believe satisfaction of that is only forgive one another, and let us focus on a new road which will be built. No one can break it. If you mistake it, you must to be detained. You must to be captured and put in a jail. So if you are mistake in the office, you must to be removed. Let us create those laws. Let us unify the country. A kai lor galben wate yi te wade barao no call can. We are one. There are no those Nuer who are really educated and they think Nuer will be a nation. No, this is not a right choice. This is the wrong choice. And then Nuer themselves, they will not accept Nuer can have a nation. The same Denga cannot have the nation. And those, all the tribe, they don't have any voice. We are one, only we still didn't have a really strong system. Garang Mabiu show a little bit, and Garang Mabiu always identify that we need to build this one, and that way we're going in one way. Construct it, let the people see you are going in a good way. So peace come, and peace come with a billion that has see who gonna cause the problem again. If anyone gonna cause problem again, I believe South Sudan will gonna fight for that choice, and we hope as PLM opposition will convey a message to all Nuer in South Sudan, and problem in the Denka. Those who are really committed for peace, the more to convey the message to all Dinka. And the problem now, big problem is Dinka and Nuer. And I believe people in the countryside, they know the right choice. If they say peace come, they respect that. I know. Each side, they respect it. So, and I conclude of that. Let us, wipe out the old phase, which is blood phases. Let us create a new phase, which is harmony phase. We will not forget the dead, but our happiness to record their history is to bring a new phase to us, and the death is dead already in the both sides. Even, I'm repeating myself, even Juba, Bor, Malakal, Bentiu, and some villages, those who drown themselves, those who die for hunger, like that. This situation we brought to ourselves. Support to not be so. So let us conclude to bring peace to each other. Let us write a new constitution which will give the power to parliament and give power to the people and give power to a president. Thank you, and I appeal to you There no other really anything better than forgive one another and continue build the new future for those children going to continue living for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, or 50 years, and those who are still born to be happy in their country, and to know the people fought for the reality, and let the world see us as we are good people, and we are always say we are better than others in the world. Thank you, and let me say this: if God knows everything, then work for better, and may God bless you. Thank you.